Good morning. Welcome back to the Mailman. My name's Punith. It's a bit of an early one today. Normally I'll wait into the drive a little bit to start recording, but I just kind of felt the need to just get a video out because of how I'm feeling. So earlier on today I went to the gym. For those following my running journey, you know that I like to get to the gym early and try and smash out a 5k. But today I just thought, I did a 5k yesterday, so I'm gonna pump some weights today. So I was in the gym and there were a few other people in there, and normally I think when I run I've just kind of got used to now running in a t-shirt as opposed to my hoodie, because I just get too hot, and I get to a point where I'm like, you know what, fuck what people think of me. I just need to get this 5k done, and I'm not going to be able to do that boiling my ass off in a hoodie. So but today, because I did weights, I just kept the hoodie on, and there were some other guys in there, and I was like, I just really want to take my hoodie off. But then the same old thoughts started kind of creeping in around, what are they going to think of me? Obviously I know how I look. I'm trying to accept and feel more comfortable with the way I look, but I just couldn't help feeling insecure in that moment, and I kept my hoodie on. And then I just kind of thought, you know what, this is a daily thought process, not just for me but for a lot of other people, you know, where they feel judged, they feel like people are going to be looking at them, thinking things, criticizing them for the way they look. They might be embarrassed or shy because of whatever insecurities they've got. For me personally, I hate the way my body has formed. I've got fats in places that other people don't, and even, you know, after exercising and dieting, I just can't seem to lose these certain problem areas. In particular for me, I am embarrassed to say, it's the moobs. I can shrink my stomach fat down, but for some reason the chest fat is just something that doesn't seem to want to leave me. So yeah, and I'm sure there are people out there watching who have so many of their own insecurities, whether that's to do with their body type, body shape, appearance, skin, height, hair, acne. Sorry, I'm just in front of a police car, so I'm just trying to limit how much I talk as I go past. I'm past. Right, so yeah, so there's loads of different things you can be insecure about. And I just obviously have these more physical insecurities which have now impacted me mentally, and I know that's the same for a lot of people out there. But I'm here to say, you are built different, just as we all are, but you're no less valuable or valid to this world. The world is made up of so many different shapes, sizes, colours, so many different types of characteristics that people have that makes up this world. And if you look like everyone else, you wouldn't be unique, you wouldn't be you. You'd just be part of a group of weird people that just look exactly the same and behave the same and have the same nature and arrogance about you. And do you really want to be that? Nope. So yeah, I think for me, the reason I wanted to just get this video posted today, because I felt some insecurities really quickly in the day, and I just thought, you know what, I hate the fact that I'm feeling this, but there must be other people getting ready for work, getting ready for school. Well, actually not school because it's the holidays, but if you're watching this and it's school time, then you might be putting extra kind of thought behind how you look. What are my friends going to say about me? Am I going to get bullied today? Am I going to be judged? What do other people think of me? But honestly, 38 years old, I'm at a point now where I actually I want to just not care as much, because what's the point? Half the people we see that look at us and you think, oh shit, they're going to think of me in a different way. You're never going to even see them again. You don't even know who these people are. And honestly, the ones that do know you and the ones that do look at you, I'm pretty sure they're not judging you or insulting you or criticizing you behind your back or thinking anything differently. And if they are, get rid of them. They're not your friends. Friends like that, yeah, they can take the piss, banter and all of that, but they don't seriously mean it. They still care for you. They're still your mate. They're still like a brotherhood or a sisterhood, however you want to look at it. And if you've not seen any of the other videos, you might not know this, but I've suffered from male body image issues since a very early age. I had it twofold, really. Being Asian in a very white community in the East Midlands, and as well as being probably the biggest kid in my primary school and being made to feel that I was different because of that. So I had a couple of reasons why I felt insecure, and that just kind of continued as I got older, because then I went to a boys' school where I was, again, one of 2 or 3 Asians or coloured people in the school, which again made me stand out like a sore thumb. And then I was also still very big. I was like 18.5 stone at the age of 14 or 15. So I kind of know what it's like to have that constant eye on you, to be feeling judged, to be feeling insecure and worried, and then as a result having some significant mental health impacts. My confidence is 0. My self-worth is at its lowest. My belief that I can actually do something has also been impacted quite heavily. And I had all these thoughts about, is the way I look going to impact what I can actually achieve in life? And for years, yeah, I probably did kind of limit myself and didn't push myself because I just felt a little bit restricted. And that's completely my own doing, because I just felt I can't do it. I don't look like the guys that can do these types of things. I can't get the girls. I can't get the grades. I don't have, the massive circle of friends, the following. So yeah, I kind of limited myself, and as a result, my own kind of self-belief and self-worth and confidence to push myself and achieve things just got crushed. But I'm here to say, 38 years old now, how I looked and how I look hasn't impacted me in the slightest. If anything, I've achieved a lot of great things in terms of having a career, having a beautiful wife and a gorgeous set of kids, the house, my own car, those sort of things, which are, to a lot of people, they're like, well, yeah, that's it, like everyone Some people would love to have that kind of stuff, but to me, I felt a sense of achievement once I actually obtained these things. But I kind of feel like I also limit myself. I could achieve so much more if I had that confidence just in me. And I know there are people out there, and I see these guys all the time, you know, around the pool or in the gym, and they're not, you know, they don't have six packs, they're not stacked or jacked up, but they act like they own the place. They just have that sense of, I don't care what people think about me. And I love that. I wish I could be like that. I wish I could have that level of confidence where I just don't care what people think of me. There's no limit to what I can achieve. And there's no limit to what you can achieve, regardless of what you think others are thinking of you, or what you feel you have as an insecurity. Who cares? Who cares if you've got acne? I had some serious acne. I pushed past it. Yes, I had to go on some drugs and try and sort myself out, Roaccutane and all of that stuff. But it, you know, I still get spots now, but I try and care less because I see other people with spots and they're just living life. It doesn't matter if you're tall or short. I'm tall because I have tall genes. You know, there's tall people in my family. I know people that are short, but they have successful careers, they have families, they have cars, money, houses, whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. I'm large. My body size is large. I have lumps all over the place. Some people have the opposite. Some people have zero body fat and they're really skinny. But that's okay. We're all different. Everyone has their own characteristics. Everyone looks different. You are no different to anyone else in some respects because we're an individual. What's the point of looking like someone else? And it might seem cool when you're in school to, you know, have the same hairstyles, or, you know, you all start hitting the gym together. Or there's always that one guy who's a bit of a jock and you're like, oh, I wish I was him. You know, he's built, he gets attention, he gets the girls. There's always going to be kids like that, but what's stopping, you know, the shorter guy who's a little bit overweight or chubby achieving those things? If they've got the confidence, why not? If they've got the self-belief that, you know what, I'm worthy of having friends, I'm worthy of getting the right girls, why can't you achieve those things regardless of how you look? Who has written the law or the rules to say you've got to look a certain way to achieve those things in life? There is no rule. Social media, you know, society, the fashion industry, yeah, they kind of paint this image of you've got to look a certain way in order to achieve certain things, which is complete nonsense because it's all fake. Obviously, if you're, you know, a fitness guru or whatever, that's, you know, that's your job, and that's fine. You know, you need to kind of attract clients who want to look like you, or who want to, you know, lose some weight or build muscle or whatever it is. I'm not against exercising. I'm not against that kind of industry. I'm against those people when they bully others to say you look wrong right now. I'm an advocate for exercise. I love exercise, but I'm now doing it for me. You know, I exercise, I do 5Ks, but I also enjoy eating crap. I also enjoy drinking. And that's just me, because I'm trying to enjoy myself. I'm sick and tired of feeling like I've just got to constantly judge myself because I'm worried about what other people are going to think of me. Life's too short. It's like, what's the point? Obviously, it's hard to get into that kind of mindset when you're in the thick of it. And I've been in worse places, and I know, you know, there are probably people out there who are in far worse places watching this and thinking, what are you talking about? You have no idea what it's like. Trust me, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to avoid mirrors. I've taken mirrors down in my entire house before because my skin was so bad that I didn't want to look at myself. I flipped to the other side where the moment my skin clears up, I'm obsessed with the way I look. I carry a mirror around with me, or I carry a little pot of makeup, or used to anyway, just in case, you know, I get a bit of redness or a spot comes up, just to try and cover it up as quickly as possible. I've flipped between extremes like you don't even understand. With food, I used to be obsessed with calories. I used to hit the gym 6-7 times a week, starve myself, eat balls of lettuce as my kind of main meal, just to kind of fill myself up. I used to contemplate making myself sick, you know, if I've eaten something which was slightly more calorific than usual. This is years I'm talking about. I've done this kind of stuff for years, and yeah, it's stuff that people probably go through and experience themselves, but at the same time, I'm here to say that I've been through a lot that you might not necessarily understand now, and you might think, well, looking at you now, you look fine. But mentally, the scars are still there, and that's what I'm trying to heal, because frankly, you know, you could look a certain way, but if you constantly think about yourself in a certain way, or you're constantly worried of what people are going to think, it doesn't really matter how you look. You're always going to be suffering inside. So the sooner you can make that switch to understand that it doesn't matter how you look, every single person is built different. There is no right way of looking. The sooner you can realize social media and all these people that are there looking skinny and tanned and built and ripped, it's fake. It's not real life. To some people it might be real life, but they're either, you know, they've worked incredibly hard to get to that certain point in order to create a certain image about themselves or create a business based on how they look, or they're just blessed with some really, like, you know, insane genes that mean that they don't have to do anything and they just look that way. You can't do anything about that. If you've got certain genes, you've got certain genes. We've all got different genes, but that goes back to my point about we're all built different. So however you're feeling today, just try and understand a couple of the things that I'm saying, because in the grand scheme of things, it's not as bad as you think. I wish I had someone to tell me that at any age, really, from school age all the way up to, you know, how I am now. I wish there was someone, and to be fair, I get that from my wife, which is really fortunate, because she kind of says the same things that I'm telling you. Like, what are you actually worried about? You don't have anything to worry about, because they're the people that see past all of your insecurities and actually see you for you. And the people that don't see you for you, fuck them, get rid of them, get them out of your life, because they're poison. You don't need that shit. So yeah, I hope this helps, guys, because I felt a little bit crap this morning, and I hope for anyone else that's feeling a bit worthless or insecure, don't worry. Like, try not to worry. I know it's easy to say don't worry, but honestly, it's not as bad as you think. There are far more things to be worried about, to care about. What other people think of you shouldn't be one of them, because ultimately, who are they to you? Who cares if people are thinking of you in a negative way, or if you think that they're thinking of you in a negative way? They shouldn't be in your circle. To get rid of them. Anyway, you've been watching The Mailman, the brand focused on breaking the stigma around male body image issues and the mental health impact it can have on you. And if you've enjoyed these videos, subscribe, check out my other videos. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've achieved some sort of breakthrough with your own insecurities today as a result of watching this. It'd be great to kind of see some results and hear from you, and you know, just understand that this kind of content can help, is helping people, because that's the whole point of this. I'm trying to help other people so I can help myself, because I still need help, as you can clearly see. Today wasn't a good day. It didn't start off being a good day, but now it is. So drop me a like, subscribe, push the message out, and I'll see you on the next one.